want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you. And God.
to pay attention. Okay, this folks, the ruling party and their surrogates and their stooges that come out with the dispatch to put on this so-called thing they call propaganda. They only understand, okay, only thing they understand is propaganda. And it is failing by the day because like many people have caught onto it. Okay, they have caught onto it. So these lies, these machinations, this use of state resources to witch hunt people, to do all these kind of things are not working anymore. So to say we caused this is only the latest attempt to cover up a failure
to some opposition force. What fear factor do they strike according to you? The ruling establishment is coming up with all sorts of things. What sort of fear factor do they strike in the ruling UP?
Well, you just have to look at the evidence. Every time they say CDC, the people go berserk. They go crazy with hate. They go crazy with confusion. All those kind of things. Just look at it. You know, the arrival of President William caused police to go out there in helmets and all of that, okay, to try to prevent that momentum. It didn't. Okay, the very thing they were preventing our partisans from doing when President William arrived, they did it when President Boyka arrived with the rented crowds.
It's a rented crowd?
Yeah. So when you saw the video, this is not something I'm going to say. They almost say, I'm here for my benefit. Okay, because somebody told us, if you go there tomorrow, you will get your benefit. All right. So this second attempt, this attempt to disrupt the party headquarters is the fear of the CDC, and we all know that. Okay, our citizens, our partisans are going to be out on Saturday, whether you, regardless of what you try to do, and please don't try to interrupt them. They are going to be peaceful, they are going to be law-abiding, and they are coming in their numbers. No doubt they will be in their numbers on Saturday. The
main property that you'll be carrying the groundbreaking exercise on the 18th, what's the ownership like? Have you purchased it?
Yes.
Because we saw some different narratives on social media that it's owned by one Johnson in the States, and the property owes, I think, about $150,000 in taxes, allegedly. Have you been able to?
All of that is the propaganda. I will show you the taxes that have been paid on that property. Yeah, sorry you brought it up. Yeah, but I will show it to you. Taxes is all up to date on the taxes. What we see with this latest attempt, as with the previous one, was simply an attempt to disrupt. Okay, first they said the bridge project was disturbing. Then they came and said, oh, the program has been cancelled. Okay, there was one floating around briefly and said the program has been cancelled, and then finally they came yesterday and said, oh, there's an owner that's cleaning.
There are those who are what I want to term conspiracy theorists. Those who have said all this is just pseudo alarm, and that there's some attack when there isn't one. You plan to tell your own agent to create more publicity and to make it look like the CDC is under attack. What do you have to say to those who are saying that it's your own thing that you just planted, and to come out and make it look like the party is under attack?
Okay, so when people run out of ideas, they come up with some dumb theories, right? And that's one of the dumbest theories. Why would what benefit would I get from bringing land dispute as a way of playing victim, when that alone would have distracted or would have caused a commotion for the event that I'm trying to have? I'm trying to bring as many people to the side as possible. Then I will create a situation where maybe I don't own it. No. So again,
so hit for us the share button, fellow Liberians. Share with friends, share with family members, and let's have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time today. I am also sharing, and I want you to do the same. Share with us, hit the like button, send us the stars, and let's get ready as we will be discussing today. So let's bring you this message while we try to share and then invite as many persons as we can invite. So let's bring you this. Let's bring you this. And excuse me. Let's bring you this. And while this is going on, then we will be sharing behind the scene.
Are you talking about your ministry? Wow. So that's it. Wherever Joseph is, there you go. You are in a ring. You are in a sun. For you be.
Kindly hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members. Share as many times as you can share. Nobody's going to
What's your position?
ask you for a cent. So
Thank you,
share.
ma'am.
Let's share. Let us share to as many persons as we can share to. Invite as many persons as you can invite. And let's have a wonderful, wonderful time. Let's bring you some of this video while we are sharing also. When you look at my phone right now, that's what I'm doing. I am sharing. I'm sharing. Yeah. Sharing is caring. So just, do us that favor. Share with as many persons as you want to share with. And we will be good. We will be good. We will be good.
The garbage have been for months. This does not represent the rescue government. This does not represent us. That's why the president appointed us to work in this government here. But there are people who don't want to perform their duty, and the president needs to sack them. My man, how will you feel people on the road here? But you don't who are now working, that the president sack them. You can't keep the garbage at this. It's bad. The garbage needs to be removed. This garbage needs to be removed. You see that the whole man holding your nose? He's actually holding your nose. He's actually holding your nose. And then you telling me, say, I'm supposed to take phone and call. They don't know what they're supposed to be telling me. Telling me, say, I should take phone and call people. I don't care for that. I'm not going to take phone and call anybody. I am not going to take phone and call anybody. They should know their duty. And that's why the president appointed them. They see people take the garbage from them on the Facebook, say the president not working. So we are saying that those who are not working, the president should sack them. Do you know how many months the garbage have been here? 3, 4, 5 months. And by the end of the day, they collected taxes from people, from business people. Why they can't take the garbage from here? You think this won't represent us? This does not represent us as a government. Our senators, our commissioners, our mayors, they will sit down. They don't want to clear the garbage around here. The president needs to take action and make sure let some people leave their job. If they're not performing, let them go. The president needs to take action. He needs to sack people. People who don't want to work, take them from there. See the garbage here. I come here. How will you feel people on the road here? But you don't bring the people. And that's why we are in the government. We will make sure those who are not working, let the president sack them. You can't keep the garbage at this. It's bad. The garbage needs to be removed. This garbage needs to be removed. You see that the woman holding your nose? He's actually holding your nose. He's actually holding your nose. Know what they're supposed to do when they collecting taxes around here. When people paying taxes around here. Then you telling me, say, I should take phone and call people. I don't care for that. I'm not going to take phone and call anybody. I am not going to take phone and call anybody. They should know their duty. And that's why the president appointed them.
I just want to say something to the IG. Your officers going to arrest or help a mental ill person, and the patient is saying, I don't want to go to hospital, I want to go to church. Me as a professional nurse, patient has right. He was not a threat to nobody to where he stays. I'm even surprised and ashamed of the police IG to say that Matthew was a suspect. He didn't steal from nobody. He didn't kill. He was not selling drugs. He was only a sick man. Needed God and now mental health and a police officer to shoot him 8 times in his stomach. But Mr. IG, we got more evidence to show. So you got to keep going and be explaining how it all happened. Because when you went on the scene, you was told that this man was mentally ill. But instead, you refer him. That was somebody's son. You go to a mental ill person, you got to be calm. You got to be polite. You got to do everything in your power to convince that person to go with you. You can't force the patient. The way you were living, he been sick almost 3 weeks. You were not causing problem. You were not entering people's rooms. You were not stepping on people. He went to church. Did the police even ask those questions? Shoot somebody down? And saying the police officer that had a cut behind his arm, yes, saying that the way I shooting, if he even survived, then his man prayer strong. But you should pray that your man will prayer be strong, Mr. Officer. Because you will no longer be a police officer. Having a weapon, it shouldn't be misused. You couldn't pepper spray the or really assume that he was violent. You couldn't fire his foot. The rule of engagement said you must fire him in the chest, in the arm, and every part of the body 8 times. That was very unprofessional. And I promise God, it will not go free, Mr. Aji. So every day you will have a new story to tell the Liberian people. We know police lies matters. We agree. If you were mentally stable, you think he was going to do that? You go in that community, you ask about he been living there more than 10, 15, 20 years. Because anybody pass in the wrong way. Your officers went there and misbehave. And then you get on the air and say the man's a suspect. Can you please interpret the word suspect, Mr. Aji?
Okay, we are there. We are there, fellow Liberians. Again, as usual, you know the drill here already. You already know the drill. So once you are with us, we want you to hit for us the share button. Share with as many friends as you can share with. Share in many rooms as you can share with. You know, you can share in, and it's going to help us really. It's going to help us. Again, let's welcome some of our people that have joined us. We want to welcome at this time our Director of Research, Christopher Wattier, to Faha Abi. Sorry. We want to welcome Faha Ami. We want to welcome Fatu Sharif. How are you? That's my own lovely sister right there, Fatu Sharif. You're welcome. We want to welcome Tita Fala. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Nina Kuya, how are you? Venetius Junior Bar, the ambassador of Honor the Palava Hall. We want to say you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Daniel L. Belito Senior, thank you so much. We appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much for your presence here. I mean, all of you who are watching us from the different platforms, those of you on the X, those of you on the YouTube, want to say you are welcome, and please do us a favor. Please hit the share button. Invite as many persons as you can invite. Welcome, Honorable Dowayu. How are you, Chief?
Well, I'm doing well. Very electrified. Very humble that we have life. To see another day. Going to sleep. You can plan to go to sleep, but to wake up from bed, you don't plan. It is God's grace that wakes you up. So others didn't have the chance to wake up from bed, Prince, and today we have life to be here to do what we love doing best. And so I'm glad to be here today. I'm glad that on the show we talk many issues. Every time citizen makes progress, they want to bring us down, and their desire to bring us down, boom, the people can understand. So we are here to have conversation. I think Brother Winto might join us today. At some point in time in the conversation, he has given me some assurance.
Okay.
So be watching out, and then our other panelists will join us. Abu Bakar Ba, he's a devoted Muslim, very devoted Muslim. He's in prayer. And guess what? Somebody big. I told you I'm just joining the party. Somebody big. We're talking right after the show.
Sure.
Who is about to on the platform? Somebody very, very, very big in the media business. And I think you and him being a partner trust me, you will really enjoy that. I'm not from a media background, and so we in the CDC we like to be real with how to bring me in. When it comes to media, communication, strategic engagement, there are people like you, people that like other people that I will introduce you to later on, and then we can go on. The desire is to keep on doing all of the lies and giving our people the right information they deserve to hear. The party have long lived on lies, deceit, dishonesty, crookedness, corruption, and to serve them, to give them corresponding, respond to all of their lies and their machinations and their archaic way of governance. They don't mention what the people love, they mention what they love. So these corrupt people, these looters, these plutocrats, these elite people to make the people life better, they feel like they have everything, advantage in lying, advantage in doing the wrong thing, but we are here to correct them. And that's why I'm grateful to God Almighty that we are here today. Many things happening, whether be the GSC report, whether be CDC launching tomorrow, what happens, whether be the issue about dismissal of the infield boss, whatever the topic is, keep listening to us. Do not touch that dial. Do not switch this platform. Just share. I can promise you today is promising, and the conversation is going to be really, really tough. Thank you very much, Mr. Prince.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Again, fellow Liberians, we want to say to you that our quest is to give you what is real. We will not compromise it. But again, you have a part to play. And your part that you have to play is to encourage us. One of the things that people been saying is that, well, CDC, we need our own platform. We need to propagate, So now is the time.
Yeah.
Now is the opportunity. You establish this platform. You, all of you that are here, you establish this platform. We are just here to manage it. We just holding it. But you are the custodian of this particular platform. We have never, ever tried to take it onto ourselves. No. You gave us the opportunity to be here. Had it not been because you have been very committed in being with us, we're never going to be. That's why we are here. Now, we need your support more than ever before. I want to repeat this. We need your support more than ever before on this platform. We need you to share. We need you to comment. We need you to come and be able to debunk some of the lies that people will be portraying in the comment section. In the comment section, people will come with different comments. Oh, yeah. Just like you want to wake up, bring in a machine. We need your support for you to be able to adequately correct them in the comment section. Share the many persons. Share it to as many areas you can share it to, and they will get the information. Because the more you share, is the more you widen the scope. The more you share, is the more you bring in more people and you make it bigger. The redemption hour is going to be great. It's going to be big. We are adding value. We are adding more ingredient to this. So all we want you to do is to play your part, and we will play our part. There will be big names that will be coming on here. And all we want you to do, just get ready. If you get bottle of water, grab yourself your bottle of water. If you get some juice, grab yourself the juice. Because here is where we discuss with clarity and distinction. The people who are discussing, they ain't just talking with the substantive evidence to show. So you will get the best from here. On this note, I just want us to start. Today you're going to be taking over, but I want to start with this, Honorable Dubayu. I remember during the campaign, we saw John Siafa with few group of people. They were passing around with trucks and saying that they were cleaning the city, giving the city a facelift. Siafa told us that he's an expert when it comes to the issue of, you know, garbage management and etc. etc. And at the end of the day, Siafa was able, through whatever means, however, to land himself at the MCC. Honorable Dobayu, as we speak, that area is your area. I mean, you have vast understanding about that area as we speak. It is sad that in fact, like Morovia, to be specific, Mosorado County have turned into hold your nose and pass. Flomoya. In the Bweka-led administration, could not even hold his words. He could not mince his words. He had to take his phone to come up and show to the world and show to Bweka that the city is dirty. Honorable Dobayu, what is going on? They have the expertise, they have everything that it takes to make Liberia to be one of the cleanest cities. How is it that right now, all over the place, dirt is now taking over, including the very MCC, the city hall that hosts the MCC boss? That place we saw the last time, the other theater. You will not even believe it. The kind of money that was spent down there by the previous government, the kind of money that was Makoji to make that place habitable for us to see the condition of that place. Honorable Dobayu, what is happening, sir? Oh, wow. Okay, so I don't know, he just went off, but he will come. He will come. Well, let's welcome our brother Jake. Brother Jake, how are you, sir?
Yes.
Salute to you, salute to the followers, and salute to Mr. Erano. Salute to everybody. And you please have to share the video followers.
So let me tell you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
My dear brother, what is going on is acute recklessness, cracking to the blood, smoking bone chicken. So the guy called Siafa, his only achievement so far as a mayor of Morovia, because mind you now, I was a council member of Morovia City Council. I served on the council. We made laws as council people. So I understand the waste management from generation to holding to transportation and then to disposal. That how it enters what is the circular economy. In Liberia, most of the waste we have there, they are organic waste. So about 63% of the waste we generate come from either you eat potato grains today, you put it in the garbage. You eat palm butter. So when palm butter, your feces, everything joined together, that waste is not just as waste, it's organic because the end product from those waste can be used to provide other material that are organically modified. So that waste can be used to even produce energy. It can be used when you go to the dump site in the morning. When you go to the dump site and early in the morning, you see there's a steam, what it does, DUST, coming from the dump site. That steam, you see, so it's so powerful to the extent that it can put on a generator turbine, and that turbine can create energy sources. Go to country like Norway, country like electricity, and some other alternative sources of life. So that is the circular economy. So what we strive doing was to put into place all of these mechanisms with the there's a group called One City, other group is a European sponsor group. The Crusoe landfill, we initiated that process in line with the city co-op, MCC, and the EPA, and some other international partners, and the Ministry of Internal Affairs. We put into place all of these mechanisms because Wellington has outlet its carrying capacity. The tonnage of waste that Wellington is supposed to receive, it has reached and it has surpassed. So right now, when you see at Wellington, you see air pollution, you see open dumping, you see people burning When you waste a dump and then you go and burn it, there are externalities. The issue about respiratory illness, the issue about coughing, the issue about respiratory diseases and toxicity, water pollution, soil contamination, social economic injustices can all occur as well. So what we see happening is a Moravia city government that is operating with no sustainable approach. We don't know their sustainability plan, their sustainability strategy. I've not seen any sustainability strategy from this current city government. So if they come to power with the myopic argument that they are so inclined with everything, in almost 2 years there is no urbanization plan, no sustainability strategy for the city. There's no roadmap to get Moravia clean. First thing, when garbages are collected, the stage at which garbage are collected, the CBO, community-based organization, some of them are permitted by the city, the corporation to be able to take the dye right from your homes. When you take it from your home, they're supposed to pay MCC for MCC to carry the place of the firma for hauling. Have you seen a garbage center in firma, right? Somewhere there in firma, there's a garbage center there. And another one right after the bridge, Somalia Drive there. Then another one, I think, across to around Hotel Africa. These places are sub-holding centers where the CBOs and MCCs township, Ganave township, Congo township, these places, they are not cities, they are township. They will remove the garbages from your homes. They carry to the holding center. At that holding center, people are supposed to pay. But guess what? Most of us in Moravia today, most of our garbages from our homes, they are removed by Zogo. They pay Zogos, right? They pay Zogo for Zogo to go and dispose it. When Zogo, who doesn't have permit fee, he doesn't have any lessons to sustainably dispose waste. If he takes the waste from your house, where does he dump it? In the night. Generated in our homes, those we call it solid waste, household waste as well. That's another name for solid waste. Those household waste we generated, these are primary waste from our home. Those waste, instead of it going through the channel of disposal, Zogos. What is lacking is that Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji put into place mechanism where those Zogos were prevented from taking waste from people's homes. Because if a Zogo takes waste from your house and you do not have the proper mechanism to govern, to go and dump the waste right on Brodsky, and when dumping the waste on Brodsky, get and other streets, those waste enter into our drainage, into our sewage and system, and it block the waterway. And waterways are blocked. Most of these gases from our home are plastic. Plastic is very toxic. It's not biodegradable. When it enters the soil, it contaminates the soil. It contaminates soil fertility. The soil ability to produce can be compromised. So go down all of these things there. In the end, that's what we see when heavy rainfall. Trust me, it rainfall and AQ maybe 2 millimeter, 2 millimeter of rain, right? Or even 0.5. You see everything. This guy called Siafa, this blood boy Siafa, whose only record is to dismiss people like Alpha Gray, Rambian, peaceful citizen to Moravia City Corporation. His name has surfaced in the U.S. State Department report that he is witch hunting people. That is his greatest achievement because he doesn't have the balls. Don't tell me about money. Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji mobilized young people in our country. They need no money, and they said, "Oh, because you are mining the waste." That was a mental intent from preventing Zogos from taking waste from people's homes to go and waste it right on the road. You saw Moravia was clean. So, in the nutshell, in summary, you have a reckless mayor who doesn't have the technical, scientific, and professional know-how, to set up his team. The team he works with is a team that Mayor Koji set up, but he doesn't want to open up to this team. He still treats them with skepticism. In the end, he's not getting the right information. He's still conflicted. Who has no strategy, no waste management strategy. He's confused. He has been overwhelmed by the proliferation of waste. And it's not medicine, it's idea, it's commitment, it's leadership. The leadership is lacking.
Thank you so much, Honorable Dogba. Thank you so very kindly. My brother Jake, the issue of waste, and I want to show a video here before you can come in. I want to show a video. It's like a 2 minutes video. I want to show it to the audience. This is this video that I want to show. Let's see what we have here. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I want you to watch this video.
This market is Monrovia's main trading area. Thousands of people come here every day to buy fresh food, clothes, and household goods. But traders say authorities have not been collecting the waste, and for more than 6 months, garbage has been piling up.
We, the wheel pushers, we have nowhere to pass. It's becoming more and more difficult to make our way through the markets.
Traders say authorities have not been collecting the waste, and for more than 6 months, garbage has been piling up.
We, the wheel.
Now I'm going to move this, fellow Liberians. You saw what Mark Jabate display. This is an international reporter from the DWTV was reporting in Liberia. 6 months, the dirt have been there in the market. Nobody collecting it. Nobody get time. The issue of waste is almost like everywhere you go, you see waste. My brother Jake, let's hear from you on this issue of waste. Sorry, unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, Prince, to the follower, you have to share the video. Sharing is free. Prince, if you come to power through lies and propaganda, these are the results. Let me say something to the followers here. They can fact check anything. And I want to say, here we don't preach propaganda. Never preach propaganda. You see the city of Monrovia or Monserrado County? Yeah, ask people way back. The records are there. City, that whole Monrovia, it was built for almost 600,000 people. 600,000 in population growing, and because of the silver crisis, everybody looking for greener pasture. They come to the nation capital. They leave every towns and villages around the world, all around Liberia, and they come to Monrovia. Now, presently, according to our census, we're over 2 million. Let's say 2 million Liberians. They live in Monserrado County, the 17th district. Listen. So at that time, and one big problem that happened in the country is still happening. We don't have a major risk. Prince living in the West, I live in Europe here. Recycling is one of the most powerful things in the Western world to get rid of waste in different forms. In our society today, we don't have a big recycling company that can recycle most of the waste today. But the Unity Party, they use this waste problem to demean the CDC government, especially to young kids, a major alert time. So every propaganda in our country, devil, lying you, they put it on your head. Yet today, Shafad and King, they can never turn it around. They can never turn it around. It's a major problem in the country. The ARS agenda that was bad for me. They get sanitation. It's one of the key of workout agriculture, road, all these things they were naming sanitation. All of them is a part of the agenda. They into power now in 2 years. 2 years. But thank God, I like the video you display. That TRT war, different media organizations, not from Liberia, outside of Liberia, foreign people, the king, and they saw their ways, and a lot of people, millions of people follow TRT war. So Liberian people, you must check what they call TRT war. Probably DSC all waste the garbage, they die in the Republic of Liberia now in war. Because TRT war relayed that video. And you played another video last week. Jabate, the so-called Jabate that was used to be insulting the president and his family, today they got benefit. He threw them under the bus. He went to that garbage area, some places in Monrovia. He video it. We display it here. So the garbage there, the garbage situation is a serious problem because the Monserrado County will be over 1.1 million people. So there will be a garbage, no matter what report and situation, and you have, let's say, recycling company, and you empower the Liberian people, you pay them to take this project and things. Those are in. They can shove back into power, start witch hunting. You met a government that was you met a people that is 6 good years that were trying their best in the country. You came to power, you tried to wish them because they came from, because they were part of CDC. Because they were part of CDC. So that what happened? We don't see CDC people talking about it waste too much on social media, but a lot of time they carry camera everywhere to think the government ugly, to think the CDC government ugly. Now, what I told people, the left is common, it's haunting them. They don't have strategy, nothing. Shafaja making, is just taking taxpayer money. What can Shafaja change in the country? You cannot change nothing. I told people, yeah, they got taken into power because of jealousy, nothing else. What's the difference? Like, people, what's the difference? What's the difference these guys are making? They're building houses too. They're riding big cars in the country too. They're running and wanting to Google places too. Because they're only jealous of the CDC people because Georgia incorporated young children that they never seen in our country before. In power, all the platform here, random other than the president, girls, empower the young people. The Calasco in the arm of the president, they all work here along with the president, young people. So the so-called elite, the man changed everything. They changed the politics in our country, empower young people. So they couldn't believe it today. So jealousy. If you ask Amos today, Amos being in the same mansion. More Ali than being in the same mansion. What's the difference? What's the difference? But there is a catch. There is a difference between CDC and them. There is a difference. The native people, children, the Amos the Jeremiah Pierre from Paso, native children, what they want to eat 3 meals a day. They had the opportunity to travel. They were continuing other people like elite. They were so called elite. No, everybody was the same. Everybody was the same because the jealousy that was embedded in them because of George Weah. So they try to demean the other people. But this particular waste, their particular waste, is not a small issue. The government needs to address it. They're in power now.
Thank you so much. You know, to have my say on this issue, when you look at the arrest agenda of the Unity Party, the issue of sanitation is the fifth item
Last year.
fifth item they have on the arrest agenda. You know, it is unfortunate that the Unity Party continue to disgrace of self. These people claim that they know it all. That's what I said the last time. We are not asking for anything that the Unity Party did not promise.
Yes.
We are not asking or requesting for anything that the Unity Party did not say that they're able to do. All the things that we are holding them accountable for are things that they said they have the expertise, they have people in higher places, they get friends, they can be able to do it in less than 1 year. That's what they told us. So let us ask ourselves, what is the government agenda for sanitation? What is the government agenda? Because yesterday we had their collaborators, we had their stooges, we had their how you call their big boss that were going around with camera, as Jake said. When they go somewhere, they see there, they say, ah, you see, I say there, president, we are. Then you go around, they say, oh, you see, you wearing shoe, you wearing clothes. As if when you are a lawmaker, you're supposed to wear trousers again. That only brief is supposed to be in. You passing around because you're lawmaker. When they see there somewhere, they take it and put it on their oh, let it there. Yo. But from all indication, fellow Liberian, this government have proved. Look, it's now clear that even the person who is visually impaired can literally see what is going on. The dirt has taken over the entire country. The dirt has taken over. No, I don't want you to believe it. But look at what is going on. Areas that yesterday that did not experience flooding as they experienced a few weeks back, they are not experiencing it. They are not experiencing it. Imagine at the time when Honorable Jefferson Tamakoji was the sitting mayor. What did he do? Like Honorable Dwyer said, there was a program to empower our mothers. You used to see the women there on the street, they sweeping. Before the rain can start, you see some men in the community, they will go, be breaching and cleaning the drainages. When the Unity Party government took over, when Joseph Nima Boyka took over, guess what? They went to the MCC and took these people from there. They went to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, those who were cleaning the YEP program, and they sacked all of them. They sacked them. Today, what we are getting is the repercussion when you decide to play politics out of what is sincere and genuine, that you should not carry politics around. Look at now how the streets are looking. A friend of mine called me from Liberia, and that's why I just thought for us to talk on this on the surface level. A friend of mine called me. He is now a member of the CDC. In fact, entire family is Unity Party. They are from the Unity Party background because they related to BN Keseli family, so they are Unity Party. So I got on the line say, Prince, my man, I want to tell you something. I say, come on, Neil. I say, talk on your show. Brother, the truth of the matter is that every year I'm in this country. He said the way I see the country, brother, the country dirty, brother. He said, brother, the country too dirty. Oh. He said the country is very dirty. So I said, oh, so I said, what do you mean the country is very dirty? He said, Prince, everywhere you pass, he said, I used to come some area there I used to go to and see those areas. Nah, brother, I can't even pass there. They said this place is too dirty. The people here to say they're taking the dirt again. They even get time to even remove the dirt from on the street. The streets are literally filled with filth all around the place. So I said, but Mo Ali, the last time, he said, but man, don't play phone. Attention is serious. They lead that thing, that politics where the people they want. This is a unity partisan telling me this thing. He said the people are playing phone. He said they were playing phone. He said all over Prince, the death has overwhelmed the place. Everywhere you go, you see death all over. And look, fellow Liberian, if we are not careful to be able to tackle this thing, I foresee a very big, deadly airborne disease that we're playing fun with. Last time there was a video where people went on the dump site to go take food to eat. The rice. I remember when Josephine Davis was Inspector General. When they get this rice that spoil, you used to carry somewhere, dig hole, put it there, or burn it, or do whatever they're supposed to do with it. But guess what happened? The last time, almost 4 different trucks of expired fish, chicken fish, blah blah blah. The toke when Stan is already filled. The place is already filled. In fact, that place before the CDC government could leave power, they had closed that area there because it has reached its maximum capacity for taking this how you call or dirt, this waste. So you say people should not. As I speak to you now, they open that place. They open Western under this government. They open it. They still dumping dirt there. So there's a serious pollution. If we're not careful, there's going to be a serious airborne disease or some kind of thing will happen in that place. We are not praying for it, our family there. But if we are not careful, My people, if anything spark in that country, it will be bad. It will be very bad. No, don't believe. Yeah, here is what we are telling you about. We are not making up stories here. This is not story that we're making. Oh yeah, the people just want to because they want to. These are international people. The
Yes, you see,
international people here now. Our local radio station or local
yeah,
people.
the way you say the one side. This is TRT war. Let the people check what they call TRT war. Let they Google it. It's TRT war. Relaying the whole garbage story.
This is them. Let's just send it. Here they are.
This market is Monrovia's main trading area. Thousands of people come here every day to buy fresh food, clothes, and household goods. But traders say authorities have not been collecting the waste. And for more than 6 months, garbage has been piling up.
Wow.
We, the wheel pushers, we have nowhere to pass. It's
household goods. But traders say authorities have not. Thousands of people come here every day to buy fresh food, clothes, and household goods. But traders say authorities have not been collecting the waste.
My people, you see there? You hear it for yourself? The people themselves saying it. Say no, the government not even collecting it there. No, they are not collecting it at all. So what is John Siafa doing? What is John Siafa doing? Y'all were talking, say, oh yeah, the media wearing clothes, the men wearing shoe, the men passing. So what is our own brother now who say he's an expert? What is he doing now? That is there or over?
No, there is no money to buy equipment, no money to buy new cars, to buy garbage truck. Please, when I tell you the United Party broke it, I'm joking. Oh, please, no money.
Wow.
I'm deviating the topic. Let me say something very urgent because it's dear to you. You always flagging the just something, the just situation. Prince, reality, new info, new intel in the country. Prince, you believe the new group of the anyone having interim DEA bosses?
Yeah.
And they having Prince. Let me tell the followers here. You remember when they talk, you remember recently the new group when they had DEA, they arrested a judge in a gallon of oil. You can remember that video?
Yeah.
Prince, that woman, the woman are in prison. They will baffle you. Prince, I dare the DEA. I dare the DEA to carry camera to that person. Everybody know the woman's face. The woman they arrested with drugs recently. Drugs is not bearable. Drugs is not bearable. Rape is not bearable. No prison, no saw visual. Well, that woman not in prison. Prince, that woman. The people that they display even the Liberian people. Prince, I want know the DEA put that particular woman. The woman is not in prison. So where is the woman? Justice is not bearable. Rape is not bearable according to our law, according to our law, the law that were passed by the legislature. President George, they passed that law on his watch, not bearable. Prince, it's about for you. Ask yourself, you would like to flag the justice story. Where is the woman?
You know,
she's not in no prison.
I want to play this video. I want to play this second video, my people. You know, it's good that when we bring you this video, we'll bring you more than one for you to see it. And I will bring you the recent one, Mark Jabate. I just play you that one. What the people say 6 months. The government not get time to take it there. Now the people say they get a rest agenda. Sanitation is there, according to the people. Don't maybe somebody will say that other video that we don't want to face the video, that AR video. Maybe somebody will say that AR video. Let's play the one.
But when they see TRT war on there, how do you say that AR? There's not AR.
All right, folks. Today we are here in Pinsville City, outside of Moserado County, wherein we made a stop by here, as you can see right before you. there is a very huge garbage bin park here for a couple of times now, and as I learned days ago when we did pass here and then trying to do some inquiry before our stop here today, we did some inquiry that they have called upon the Monrovia City Corporation and that of the Pinsfield City Corporation as well to come and remove this huge garbage here. But unfortunately for them, the garbage have been stuck here for a couple of days. And so the Labyrinth TV network today, we thought it was to stop here and give you the actual look about the situation here today. So you see Labyrinths they are here surrounded by the place, and they do businesses around here as well.
Fine. So I'm going to move this, right? I'm going to move there. Let me bring you the last video. I want to bring you the last video.
Garbage have been for months. This does not represent the rescue government. This does not represent us. That's why the president appointed us to work in this government here. But there are people who don't want to perform their duty, and the president needs to sack them. My man, how will you feed people on the road here? When you don't bring the people, and that's why we are in the government. We will make sure those who are not working, let the president sack them. You can keep the garbage on this. It's bad. The garbage needs to be removed. This garbage needs to be removed. You see that the whole man holding on nose? He's actually holding on nose. He's actually holding on nose. And then you telling me, say, I'm supposed to take phone your call. They don't know what they're supposed to do when they collect taxes around.
You witness all of these videos. Does this look like a government that have any strategy to be able to take care of the issue of waste in Liberia? But yet these people boasted yesterday that they have the expertise. So where is the strategy? Or where are those strategies that they have in order to tackle waste? Where's the strategy that they're having? Because if you claim that you know it, you must have a defined strategy that this is what we want to do. We want to do this. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do.
So listen, the second to the last video you just played, right? That video it brings sorrow to my mind. It tells me that the next generation in our country will be born very sick. Because I see marketeers, I see people with food on their head. Look, I'm talking about the place in the middle of the road. The second to the last video you played, the YouTube video. Yeah. And that video I was just watching, it was posted, I think 6 months ago. That was 6 months ago, Jake. Look at the video in red light, the center of all marketplaces in Liberia. And you see people in the middle of the road. Where were those people, Burger for Clean City, when Joseph Burger just won election and they said they were cleaning around, they were volunteering, they rescue volunteer people. Where are they? Where are they, Prince Sharif? It was all about showmanship, chest beating, just gallivanting the corridor and noise making. They only wanted to prove that they're not in power, and Joe Weah was flimsy. He now had competent official about the country was dirty. Look at the video you just showed. There, you see, Mark Jabete has zero competence to serve as assistant minister for urban services. To be an urbanist, you look. Urban science is a science. You go to school. Before getting my second master's, I got 3 different admissions. One was in the University of Chicago at Urbana. I was supposed to obtain my master in urban planning and design. That is a pure STEAM. STEAM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It's a STEAM design course. You talk about a Jabate who spent almost 10 years in AMU before getting a degree in political science. You take him and put him as assistant minister for urban affairs with no professional upbringing except carrying on cows. He knows how to eat cow to Somalia job. That was his initial. Other assistant minister in there. He just, because he doesn't have the prescription. As an assistant minister, all the municipal government in Liberia, they are right under Mark Jabate. He just allow more people who just make noise. Yes, the assistant minister for urban affairs, all the municipal government, all the mayors are under you. You are the you are the mayor of all mayors. Because you see, all cities, the reason I say internal affairs, all the cities in the country, they are under Ministry of Internal Affairs. All counties under Ministry of Internal Affairs. Ministry of Internal Affairs is that entity of government that governs, all other counties, including most.
So rather he deputy or he assistant?
assistant minister for urban affairs. Yes,
Wow.
now, as per the TO, as per the legislative act establishing our entity, the assistant minister of, in fact, for our government, they are technicians, are people who actually do the work. And you take a lot more Mark Jabata, who's a victim of verbal diarrhea, and you put in as assistant minister. So what he does, he comes on the radio and make noise. They go to meeting, they go to junior ministers meeting. Why can't he go and solve the problem there? Coming on radio and making noise, what does he want to show? You know, most of the time, when people
He
come in,
trying to throw a brother on the boss. He want for the man to lose his job.
he wants to vindicate himself.
Yeah.
He wants to that vindication. When people are fearing, most of the time they come out for validation and vindication. You are an assistant minister. All these municipal government honor you. Why don't you summon them and ask them why the city is dirty? You come in and go.
Exactly.
We appointed you, we the people, we vested our power in you to lead. That power that was given to Mr. Joe Walker, he in turn, gave it unto you. That is the transfer of authority under our law for you to work as a technician. You're not working. Our country is dirty. Moreover, a dirty city. Garbage is everywhere. We have a rich president, but a dirty city. We have a rich president.
Rana, I'm cutting you or Rana. The guys, they just rewarded this guy because they were insulting the past government, the president, his surrogate, the minister. This guy, definitely you can remember Jabate, he had his own platform insulting the government. He started with insult. Today, all those are insulted. They rewarded them. Then who's a guy appoint this guy because qualification? No, everybody knows Jabate is not qualified to be assistant minister. But they just rewarded him because they do the daily job for the opposition at that time.
Yeah,
so now what are they rewarding them for?
So that's the contrast right there. That's the irony. They said we were incompetent. They said we were not qualified. They said we were jigger fleas. We were empty-headed. We know nothing. Those were the myope lies they told. And you bring a Mark Jabate with zero competence, zero technical knowledge and sophistication to serve as assistant minister of urban affairs. So Mark Jabata himself, he is the problem. He's the main reason why the city is dirty. Because his role is to organize this mayor so that they'll do the right thing. He coming on live doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't solve the problem.
And Honorable Dogayo, this is where the thing looks so very funny. It's almost like the man who has the responsibility telling another man, say, my man, that you're supposed to clean it. Because like you rightly said, when you look at his own responsibility, he is basically there to be able to plan the city. He should be there to ensure my people in a very common way to be able to allocate. By right, he should have a map where they're supposed to be disposed. Mark Jabate is supposed to have a map to call all of these mayors to meeting and say, look, this is supposed to be the diagram of Monrovia. Here, for example, that here they're supposed to be disposed. For example, if the medical day or if the medical, how you call the thing, a waste, that here you're supposed to display or you're supposed to dispose medical waste. On the other side, that the place is supposed to be. So basically, Mark Jabate, that work there that he worked, that he the one supposed to lay out the entire city.
You want to hear your head, man, no, gonna Jordan.
No, but that is his work. He is supposed to be planning. He's supposed to be telling us the whole plan of the city where you can go to be, like, take for an example, I'm in Maryland, right? I can look at a map of Maryland right now, and I can tell you if I want to go, maybe, for example, to dispose any solid waste, where I can go to dispose the solid waste. If I want to go and dispose medical waste, I will look at the map. Everything, it is there. You will see it there. You will see it there. So Mark Jabate, who should be telling us or should be explaining to the people, to the marketeers, look, this is where this one's supposed to be. This is where the one's supposed to be. He can't because he feel that, in our Unity Party government, they lie their way to power. Now it is there. So he running around. You see, Boyka brought on board a bunch of incompetent people. And that's why we said from the beginning that this man is a pathological liar. Because from what he told us, and I don't want you to believe what I am saying. I don't want you to believe it. I want to play a very short video here. I want to play a very short video. And I want all of us to
We
listen
want to make sure that
what he
we
said
start on a clear
about people that he will
that
bring.
the people
Yeah.
of our country stood on line, the purpose
And people, you just listen to Mr. Bueka. So it means that Bueka told us that he just listen to him.
of coming to government to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that the other people are doing or worse. So
You see there? Let me move this. I just had Numa Bueka speaking. I want to bring people who will not do the same thing or worse. What are we having today? We are having people who are doing worse. And not even worse, that worse. People from all Reebok can say worse. When they say worse at a large degree, it worse. That's what is happening. Everything is now, in fact, Liberia is moving backwards so fast.
but Prince, reality. Let's follow us. It's reality, Prince. But the president, Prince, I tell you, our president, you don't even know who I employ. Prince, you don't even remember, Prince. You remember the surrogate different group of people bringing lists of the president to sign. Majority of that signature that the president signed to appoint this guy, then the president signed his signature. Then the president, who said the president know about Jabatene? You remember the confirmation hearing? Your confirmation hearing? Different, they will carry all the lists. The president, you'll hear the announcement. After 2 days, they will draw the announcement. You tell the Prince, if I tell you something, Prince, the president is not in control. Mr. You're lucky or not. The people behind the scene calling the shot. Especially the people that surround the president, the executive branch of government, they calling the shot. Most of the thing the president not in control. Which the president know, but all these deputy ministers, he never appointed them. That just list of people come. Sign it. If they verify most of the president's signature in our country, will baffle the whole country. Let me give you an example. I'll give you a president. Donald Trump ruling the country. Go to the executive mansion website. Go to the executive mansion website. They say the warehouse website. He displays a lot of photo. He displayed a lot of photo in America. All the ex-president. He reached the body. You know, he put on the picture. When he put for the picture, he put it up. They call it the auto pin. Everything that body was signing during his time. Joe Biden was signing. He was not in control. They get cases coming on now. They get cases in Congress coming on now. That's a similar thing that you are not in control. You are in somewhere here. He was seen now. The American president was seen now. They just saw the debate when they destroyed on that debate. He was seen now. Our president have the pacemaker. A lot of people when they call pacemaker. You put something in your heart because you don't have the normal heartbeat to regulate your heart. Henry Costa said it to the librarian people, preaching and said that battery. Let me tell you something. It's reality. It happened to all of people. People in the 80s. Your immune system start to reduce. The strength of walking, hearing, everything. All these leaders are in the 80s. Even Donald Trump going to that same age now, he's 79. All of them going to that same age group. It's not easy. You know, grandparents, second parents, parents, you know, you relate to them. We have Ellen Johnson said 86, 85 to 86. She had a war this time. These are left reality. So the owner is you think Joseph Biden in total control of that nation? No. You think that's what the preacher just saw. The preacher just said, okay, you remember the famous story, the videos that because the old man is old. Said preacher just said that particular statement. You think what preacher was looking at? looking at the age factor. The age factor.
Thank you.
So that reality, the person is not in control.
Brother. Thank you. Honorable Dua, you just okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so he's being okay. You just want to close us on this in the last 30 seconds. Let's move
Yes,
on to
so
what
waste management.
news.
I don't let it waste my time. You know, you can dog can dog, right? So Mr. Bwaka was the one elected, not Mark Jabate, not the minister. So we judge presidency based on the decisions they made. When you, as a president, given the sovereign authority of the state, you go and bring a Mark Jabate, you make him a assistant minister, CEO, and the president is whatever he has been successful doing. I don't know what has been the real roadmap of this government, but let's assume the yellow machine. Let's assume about the yellow machine. It wasn't but who go by the yellow machine. It's the minister he appointed, so the glory comes to him. So I refuse to want to sugarcoat or shield Bwaka to say he's not in control. If he's not in control, if that is the fact, then it suggests that he's a lame dog president. It speaks to his judgment. Both being president, it suggests that his constitutional authority has not been utilized as envisioned by the Constitution. So Bwaka should take blame for whatever is ongoing. How does he feel? Driving through Central Monrovia and his place sink. He hasn't even dedicated time to interact with the citizen, so he doesn't care. He says in his $1.2 million Lexus, and the fragrance in it very good. He doesn't imagine the reality that people go through on a daily basis. Has become conspicuously dirty. We have a rich president, but a dirty city. We have a corrupt government and a dirty city. Dirty city will bring out unhealthy people. When people are unhealthy, they don't make sound decisions for future. And so we blame Mr. Bwaka for his poor judgment, his bad decision making, his inability to recognize and jump in as a president. He doesn't care about how the citizens live, the health hazard they are experiencing, environmental pollution, air pollution, water contamination, and he doesn't care. That is who Bwaka is, Mr. President. That is my conclusion.
Wow. You know, well, fellow Liberian, there you have it. There you have it. But from all indication, it's like Mr. Bwaka is to be held responsible because when he appeared on VOA, he made us to understand that he was going to bring the best. He was going to bring the cream de la cream to help him do the work. The people who are working in government, they are there as per the signature of Joseph Nima Bwaka. I understand that my brother Jake said, you know, the man's not well, this, that, that's all things constant. But all of those that you are seeing, these are people who were brought in by Joseph Nima Bwaka. Whether somebody forged his signature or they, he the one will take the blame for them. He is the only person that is responsible to sack them and to be able to employ them. But again, you know, it is what it is, fellow Liberians. And the only thing that we can say is that.
But you remember the EPA? You remember the EPA garbage? See, you will cut down the nose.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the EPA boss, you know, how you calling? He said the noise is too much. But let dead down the dead all over the place.
Yeah,
you can't crack down on the but that noise.
But you won't crack down. Yeah, but you won't crack down noise from the church.
Yeah, you see.
Well, a dummy EPA boss, you cannot tell you environment the EPA boss. You cannot tell Jabate to clean the city.
See, and this.
Now you're talking about the church. You're talking about the church.
The beginner who's selling their,
yeah.
The beginner who's selling their Sony.
Yeah.
Buy one that scratch card. This I said no. play it too noisy. So I went so it means that these people are not even understanding what they have been called to do. They are not even understanding.
Yeah, they know. They
They
don't
have
understand. They don't
absolutely no
understand Africa.
idea to solve the Liberian people problem.
No, they don't know idea.
Wow.
They just came to power. The legislature gave them. They put a brown invader to then they get a job. Who's the care? Then he won't crack down on the noise from the church, the noise from the mosques. You know what? It been existing in Africa since the continent was founded. That you can stop noise. That you can stop noise. What's wrong with you?
It's just so comical. But my brother,
yes,
next thing we want to look at is this issue of how Joseph Nyuma Boyka have turned the entire government into, maybe one would say, a Kisi government or a Lofa government. Where almost they are from Lofa. In fact, from Lofa, it's not all of the tribe. Not all of the tribe. Because there are so many tribes in Lofa. You get the Kisi, you get the Gbandi, you get the Mende, etc., etc. Loma, and etc. Including Pele or Pelede, Madingo. They are all there. But we are seeing just one group of people or just one country continue to be employed in government. My brother Jake, let's hear from you. What is the signal this whole thing is sending out? Yesterday, Chris was out. The MF boss was sacked, and they replaced him by a Lofien. When you look in the government, all of the sensitive areas, they have almost about, now I think it's going up to now 60 key positions. They are not just common positions where you're a position that, the assistant to the director, assistant. No, I mean key position, ministerial position, decision making position. All of them from Lofa. Joseph Nyuma Boyka people. Let's hear from you, my brother Jake.
Yeah,
What is the
before
danger
the
in this?
followers, the followers, thank you. The followers, I will send you to video. Now means say after the podcast, you can do your own research. Probably please don't have that video to display here. May so recipe Bronskin. He had a press conference during the days, the Liberty Party. He had a serious press conference. He talked about the same Joseph Nyuma Boyka concerning tribal thing. He's very tribalistic. And now me continue. May so rest in peace. Mr. Bronskin said it. Charlie Bronskin father. Where today she parade the corridor of that country because they want gain relevant or they want get paycheck from somewhere. Your father told the country at that time that this particular man is a serious trouble man. Now it's displaying. They used to lie on the left some your door that he was troublous in this, in that. Imagine you catalog everything here, Prince. Every top position in the country, they owned by them. Especially that from Lofa and the Kisi tribe. Prince, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know all these things. The rest is on the wall. That's why I say I'm a different breed of person. That's what I told you. The people preparing themselves for 2029. The United Party of power. Let me tell you, when I sing on that thing, you say, oh, what check me? Boyka love power. I will give you another scenario. Boyka hate Harry Monuba. Harry Monuba, your vice president on Samuel Do for power. They will never relate back. We see it display in the country. All our security apparatus have been compromised. Nobody professional anymore. Look at the Asinime, look at the Tata places where you see so Lofien. the Central Bank, Gafon, the Chief of Society, so Gisi, or people from Lofa County, mostly Gisi tribe. So it's not a wake-up call. You don't have to say that the writing is on the wall. They are preparing it. Why I tell people here today to unleash what I was trying to say, I will say to the Liberian people, I don't care. The reality are coming on real radio station in Liberia. They're preparing to bring me on now. I finish doing all my job. I will come, I will release it. The Unity Party love power, especially Buaka. So that why they putting people to have places for 20 to prepare themselves for 2029. They have the money, they have the cash everywhere. They have the cash, so it will never stop. It's a trouble man, serious trouble man.
Wow.
But they were blaming other people.
Thank you so much, my brother. We want to welcome the Honorable Trawale. How are you, Chief? How's everything from your end?
So, okay, Eddie, go ahead.
I'm good. I'm good. Mr. Sharif, and I'd like to salute the gallantry of the DSG, Ronald W., a very powerful young man in the ambit of the National Distinguished Brother Award. I like your energy, my brother. You are full of enthusiasm, and this is what the CDC is made of. Men with courage have always stand to confront those dangerous elements that is bringing our country to retrogression. And I can say with a superphoric energy with our DSG and Prince Sharif and all of the well-meaning institutions across the country. The Unity Party is a history. Because the attitude exhibited by the Unity Party, demonstrated by the Unity Party, the sheer arrogance, a demonstrated arrogance by the Unity Party, a gangsterism demonstrated by the Unity Party, executed by the security apparatus of our country, have clearly been the path to victory for the CDC. Instead of the Unity Party national security apparatus, should be on a responsibility or obligation to provide sons of the Unity Party regime. And the evidence are clear, Mr. Gregory Copeland. If you were to go at the National Police Headquarters right now, they have a studio at the National Police Headquarters. It's unfortunate, first time in the history of our country, for a national security headquarters, the Liberian National Police, to have a propaganda instrument, a propaganda machineries. Instead of the national security or the Liberian National Police should be focused on reducing the crime statistic index, because I want reading the crime statistic index. It will pleasant to note, first time in the history of our country, for the crime statistic 5%. Because when you're doing crime mapping in criminal justice, there is something we call crime mapping. There is something we call the red zone, the blue zone, and the neutral zone. Those red zones, the history have recorded, have never carried a number of crime statistic index as compared to the Unity Party-led government right now. The extrajudicial killings, the unaccounted murder and executions of peaceful citizens. We have demonstrated that. In subsequent time, we displayed our crime statistics records through the international community, helped by UNDP and other organizations within law enforcement. But I can say to you that the Unity Parties, their days are numbers. Their days are numbers. Because the Liberian people, even their own partisans, realize that they have no new ideas. The Unity Party lacks ideas and visions. The antiquated ideas that were demonstrated by Madam Salif are the same in this country. temporary time. And it does not work. It does not work because system and society have changed. A lot of people have been educated to too many things. And like I was saying the last time on our platform, that if these people, the Unity Party guys, want to reduce the debate and the conversation to cause, we have the capacity. There are many men in our institutions and around the country that has even more greater capacity. But if you want to bring the debate on the basis of conversation and ideas, we have men that will destroy you and bring the Unity Party government to accountability. And so that's why we are here, Mr. Sharif. And like I said, we'll always be available on your platforms, as the platform have been provided for all citizens and for the public to be aware of how the Unity Party government is looting the state. For example, I listened today, Mr. Abachi articulated that the Iboma contracts and the Iboma agreement have resurfaced at the legislature. They see Unity Party guys, Mr. DeLong, who criticized that Iboma agreement and said that it was a fiasco, it was corruption, and to the extent that there was no evidential argument to be provided, but just a scatter agenda argument. It is a sin Iboma have surfaced at the legislature, and the lead progenitor is the Unity Party element. The private jet that was used by Mr. Burger and his progenies on his recent trip, it was so sponsored by these people. The contract have been subjected to the national legislature for review, and the national legislature has subjected it to the Ministry of Justice to review it. Mr. Burger have already started taking money from these people. Mr. Burger and his gang of gangsters, his group of arrogance and incompetence, chica fleas, have started taking money from these people.
But Honorable Charlie, let me just come in with this. One would say the argument here is others are saying situation has improved. The condition, from the institutions in question has improved. They are now seeing that these organizations are now credit worthy. What I mean, they have reached the benchmark to be, let's say, African Development Bank and etc. What say you, to that particular argument from the other side? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so he's up.
So let me. I will send you some documents while I'm talking on your initial. Mr. Walker has commented himself with. Now, let me tell you, for those of you who may not know nepotism is a practice of favoring relatives, friends, troubled people, especially people who are from the same place, favoring them over others who are qualified and competent. Favoring one group of people who you are either friends or your relative or friends. We believe Mr. Walker is practicing nepotism. And I was saying the list, I want you to put it up. I will speak with fast. As Deputy Secretary General for Records and Research of the CDC, I have been able to demonstrate, my role. Cataloging, I think Eddie helped me in that process. Eddie was one of those persons who helped me, to create, and we did that. So, Mr. Prince Sharif, speaking with fact, you can go right now in the chat room and you will see the fact I'm projecting up. Please put it up. Let the population see. Now, you were talking and you were right. I will let you just change entities of the Lofian. I'm from Lofa County and they are in this government. We'll try to put it into a pie chart to give you a disaggregated percentage. Number one, the Minister of Finance, he's a Lofian, he's a Bondi Batra. Number two, RA, James Dobor, he's the general, RRA boss, Commissioner General, he's from Lofa, he's a Loma man. Now, mind you, the list here, the Lomas and the Gisi dominate. The argument that Lofa is a big country, I'll get to that one. I just want to list the names a little bit. The Central Bank of Liberia is Henry Samoa, the nephew of Joseph Boaka. He's a governor of the Central Bank of Liberia. He's from Lofa, a Kisi boy. The armed forces of Liberia, those who today can jump out and say, we're bringing war. Those who today can jump out and say, okay, there must be a Kizzy boy. His name is Colonel Davidson T. Fuller. He's the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia. He's a Kizzy man. The Ministry of Justice, who have come to that Cousin C. Faya, is a solicitor general responsible to prosecute crime in our country. This man, by law, he is the person who has the responsibility. He is a Kizzy man from Lofa County. You come to the Ministry of Justice again, Anthony Kessley, Deputy Minister for Public Affairs. He's a Lofi and a Kizzy man. The civil service agency, Josiah Joker, a man with some online PhD, he is a Kizzy man. So what I want to say, the list is long. The percentage, you go to the percentage. Project the one that has to do with percentage. So they are one. Now, so Mr. Eddie and Brother Jake, when you look at this, the argument is, oh, you are look for a big country, so that the reason why people and we're people. But look at this list. 41% of Mr. Boy, because look for it's a big error. But look at the Mandi, just 7%. Look at the Mende people, just 2%. Look at the Mandigo, just 2%. So even if we want to argue that these appointments are based on tribal proportion, is on even the inequality is so huge. So the reason why he's supporting the Kizzy, of course, they are tribal people. But that argument is myopic and which is stunning. It's stunning because political representation as per the political culture of our history are not made squarely based on tribe. If it was so, the political representation are based on the county, the space. Every county, regardless of your size, you got 2 senators. What make you got more represented is threshold population, right? But you cannot. We went to war because of tribalism. We went to war because it's a he had a crown people in position. So, Brother Jake, this worker may is telling all the reason why we fought war has not been achieved. We don't even know why we fought war because in one group of people feeling superior than the other group of people. Look at the latest, see the people of the Ministry of State. Everyone is either Kizzy or Loma. What country is Mr. Bwaka's running? So yesterday, see what he did. Yesterday, he just made the NFA boss who I don't support. This guy has insulted Joshua his entire life. But I gave it to him. He's a smart man, he's an inventor, he's a scientist. In that position, the law says you have to serve a 5 years tenure and be removed for a cause. Right? This man has committed no crime, but because Mr. Bwaka, this guy is a global guy, right? This guy is a global guy. Mr. Bwaka doesn't grab us and others in position. So remove the man. He brought in a Kizzy girl. He brought a Kizzy girl. This Kizzy girl, right? To just put the stuff on the icing and have people coming in the north, so I have to leave the north, right? Prince, this Kizzy girl that Mr. Bwaka just appointed, her father is the boss for PPCC. PPCC is a Public Procurement Concession Commission. There is one all government procure all government material. Now, imagine this girl going to do procurement to PPCC and her father is the chairman on the board. That's conflict of interest.
Yeah, conflict of interest. Yes.
So Mr. Bwaka doesn't care about institutions. You got it. Yes. Ivan Kamona. He's a current PPCC boss. Then her daughter now is the head of MPhil. Even though this guy, Dr. Nyam, he was illegally dismissed, he got no issue. They say only for cause of corruption. There was nothing involving corruption. One, there was information that this guy he don't let the father Bwaka is spending 10 million in Lofa to build this house, those houses. He had a disposition inconvenient with somebody. The information reached Bwaka. Because of that, Bwaka used the board and bring in a fellow Kizzy. So what we are saying is that Mr. Bwaka
is carrying our country to the dark days. Mr. Bwaka wants to bring war in that country. He doesn't care. That's why he's mainstream tribalism. The list is before you, Prince. If you have energy, you can read the list. You can read their name, their county, the entity, and you can read their tribe. This is where I can end on this, why Eddie comes in.
Before Eddie comes in, this is what I want to say on this, right? So this is what I want to say, my people. When you have a government that decide to tread on this kind of path, it is terrible not only for the government, but even those who are attached to that particular group that have been selected to dominate. It becomes a problem. Let us start behaving like we don't know what happened during the war. All of us saw what happened during the war days. Certain group of people felt that it was one group that was dominating. And so therefore, at the end of the day, let's go after this particular group. You know, I am surprised and I'm shocked that level-headed people, I mean Lofians, I'm from Lofa and Grand Cape County, born in Morado County. But to the extent where these people are not even talking. I mean, they are in different areas. They are in different areas and they are not even talking. You being a Lofian, it doesn't mean that when wrongs are happening, you should keep quiet.
Yeah, Eddie keep quiet.
Yeah, so it doesn't mean that when you are from Lofa and these wrongs are happening, you can speak out. Because at the end of the day, we love our county. We don't want the county to have that stigma will be placed on them. No, that is not what we want. We want to speak and be proud and say, yes, we contributed towards nation building. But with the way things are going, it is fearful. We got to speak out. Numa Boyka is putting our people in harm's way. Look, for example, the map that was displayed in a whole county that comprises of about five tribes. You just have one tribe dominating.
Of course.
This is scary. This is very scary. Joseph Numa Boyka, look, is damaging. We think that is joke, but this is serious. Joseph Numa Boyka is putting our people in harm's way. He's putting our county in harm's way. That's what he's doing. We saw that few days ago, a few years ago, when we say we were here during the war, we know what happened. The people who say, oh yeah, they particular tribe of people, they were dominating. So let's run behind them. The other people are they want dominating, let's run behind them. We will not sit down and keep quiet when these things are happening, because history will vindicate us at the appropriate time. Honorable Charles, over to you, sir.
Lord Prince, I'm gonna say this to you, right? Mr. Bwaka and the Unity Party have destroyed the moral and traditional fabric of Lofa County. The moral and traditional fabric of Lofa County have been destroyed. The Lofa County that we know is not the Lofa County that we see today. Lofa County is a very beautiful country, rich with traditions. Our people are very respectful. But Mr. Bwaka have seized the opportunity to abuse our respect, the cultural heritage and dignity to make political blood. Look at what Mr. Bwaka have done. Into appointment, particularly when we talk about the issues of Lofa appointment in the government. The entire government have been ethnocentric laws by Mr. Bwaka. If you're not from Fuya, You do not have the opportunity to serve in mainstream government position. And as I speak to you, President, we're trying to catalog the issues of the national security.
Yeah.
Who are those Lofians that is in charge of major national security agency? It will interest you to note the militaries of the country, the major military of the country, the institution that should be independent, void of travel lines, have been appointed by a Lofian. The chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia is a Lofa man. Kisi, particularly Kisi, not just only a Lofa man, but a Kisi. So Mr. Baga can have charge and control. He has been dominated politics now within the system. If you listen to many of the military personnel, we have friends within the army, qualified men who serve the military. Some of whom, present as I speak to you, have served international duty, peacekeeping mission in South Sudan. And evidence of that, there were people who we say in South Sudan, including the military. Guys are very trained, well trained. We're trained by the US government, military operations, combativeness, guerrilla operation, guerrilla bungles, and international professional military operation. But Mr. Baga and the Unity Party guys have blind their eyes to all of these professionalisms, the politicizing all of our major national security agencies, destroying the fabric of our system. And so if you read that statistic, it will tell you that majority of the mainstream national security agencies are headed by Lufians and Foya Menen. Look at immigration. The guy who in charge of immigration, he was smart enough. He removed Steve Zago because he felt that the guys from the Loma region, for that entire Vonderman and the Kulawi environment, the guys are getting more prominent when it comes to immigration matter, and he needed to have seized and control over immigration matter. He removed Steve Zago and brought in a kissy man, to take over immigration. And brought in a kissy man. It was well calculated. Steve Zago removal from the immigration services was well calculated, well thought of, for political. Well, now the basis of what people see, because it was driven by travel line. Kissy people, Mr. Bar, Kissy people must take charge of all of the mainstream. The president will get Kissy people must take all of the mainstream. And it's not Foya, if you're not shy, it must be Tama. These are the kind of ethnocentric activities that is going on in our country. And this is how the country has been proceeding. And so on. So we're gonna let our public about what is happening. And we'll not cease to engage the system and fabric the pillows. Because Mr. Baga have failed. And the Unity Party government have failed to govern the country. And that's why an increase in criminality is ongoing. I like to stop there.
So Eddie, that's the reason why TPA switch.
That's one of the political ideas. He's trying to mobilize the entire government as from the Kissidon. The entire government was really a Kissidon. He believes that the Kissi people can protect the government more than even the Bandi. He don't love the Bandi.
Yeah.
Most of the people from the Bandi chiefdom believe that Mr. Baga don't love them. And some of the hardcore understand that tactics. He don't love them. The more respectable tribe in Nova County are the Bandis and Mandingos. I found the Mandingos and the group. The Bandis and Mandingos are very respectable. If you can even be stepping on here, will respect you. The entire Bandi block, he don't love them. He hates them. That Kulahun, that Masambolahun, that entire Bahun region, that entire Bandi kingdom, the Hema region, he do not love them. And so that's why he give credence to the Bandi guys. And that's why the Bandi guys need to stand up. The only institution that can better represent them and give them space in governance It's a matter Congress for democratic change. The Gbani guys need to take that into consideration. The Mandingo guys in Lower County have been ushered from the Mandingo region. I'm a Mandingo man. I'm proud to be a Mandingo man. I hail from Lower County. I know very well. I'm informing our people that Mr. Boga don't love them, and they know that. It's because of tradition, some of the Mandingo guys are really humble. Our people are very humble and respectful. But Boga abusing that. The better people, he took the better people forget it. That at least there's not even on your agenda. Because he feels that the better guys are not political. They are not political. They are not political. That Mr. Boga perception, you know that. The guy from Vow, he respect me a little bit, but he don't try to save it alone. Because if you go to Vow, you can walk right from Vow to enter in alone. He loved them, but he don't trust the guy from Vow. The Mende guys, that entire Vow region, he loved them. Because they speak the normal Mende and they speak the Freetown language and all that things, because the cross-border trades and all that stuff. He respect that. But he don't trust is the Kisi guy. And so see how the Mr. Boga have separated and ethnicized Lofa County. He has separated Lofa County into quadrants. He destroyed the moral fabric of Lofa County. The tradition right now, there's no tradition in our country. Because Mr. Boga, he has politicized the whole thing. The whole thing. I'm grieving. Whoa, Gabi Tapia. The guys from Lower County are revolutionary to battle to save the moral dignity of Deba, Tony and Richardson. Men who struggle to live the moral reality of our country. What would you people say? Mr. Boga have destroyed it. It was a Lower County. It would take time, yes. And these are responsibilities, President, we will take. Got to bring the people and bring our culture up to reality. There's no culture. No that in destroying the moral and traditional dignity of Lower County. You want to focus on one segment and one sector of the entire people in Lower County. If you're not DC man, you're not relevant.
And even at that, pointing from the Kisi Black are people who are close to him, people who are to some extent related to him. You see, that's the terrible thing about it. Not only that he bringing in these people, but these are people who are related to him, family member, cousins, nephew, nieces, or somebody who is connected to him through some extended relative. These are the people that he's bringing in. These are the people that he's bringing in.
I agree with you. I agree. I agree with you highly. He's not bringing people on the basis of qualification. He's not bringing people on the basis of their work and your history. He's bringing people on the basis of.
Wow.
As our brother Eddie Catilo, all these things is Prince. If you look at it from outside, it's very scary. Not only Lofa County. How about Nima County? The Nima County. So Prince, if I get my take, your team Waka will run for 2029.
Let me tell you this, right?
Oui.
Waka, Prince said Waka lost power. Waka lost power.
Yes, I know that.
Was supposed to do surgery. He left the surgery. He go because he wanted to contest. But Waga's skin, Waga's wife, they think she did not do in her young age to go shopping on Shein and Tumu. Now she's shopping on Shein and Tumu. She got 100,000 on the card. 100,000. Then Waga relinquish those privileges for what? Wagga is a primitive, age politician, an old-fashioned politician. Look at his age. Wagga and Raul Mugabe and Jammeh, they are of the same political era. So to them, they still have to tell them until they go to their demise. Until they die, until they expire, it's depleting state cover. So you
let me ask you the other question. Let me ask you the other question. Prince, according to our constitution, I want to know this one. By 2029, the president of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Boakai, with the Unity Party. Let me ask you and Prince. According to Jeremiah Kun is right to change Jeremiah Kun as a vice presidential candidate.
Yeah.
He had that constitution. He had that constitutional right.
Yeah. First thing, he is the president. They will go to convention. They will go to convention because in the party when
no, he's to 2029 he will contest. Nobody will beat him.
No, let me make it understand. Senate bearers are elected for one electoral cycle.
We know how our country will be.
So, no, let me educate you. So, 2029, as per the Constitution, Party Constitution, his tenure as Senate bearer will expire.
Yes.
And he will be re-elected as a Senate bearer. So, when he's re-elected, he's supposed to again choose a running mate at that convention. He can choose to select a running person. On the law, on our constitution, party constitution, he has that guarantee. Where the world democracy calls for that. So yes, he can change Jeremiah Kun if it is necessary.
But you know what? I ask a question, think you answer the question. But then if it will reach 2029, then Jeremiah Kun is in a limo. Seriously. If the president decides to contest to 2029 election, then Jeremiah Kun don't have no stake. They were cheating. They were cheating.
The thing here with Jeremiah Kun, this whole Jeremiah Kun issue, look, Jeremiah Kun is somebody who is facing a very tough time in the party. Because what is happening, those Unity Party boys that are around, they believe that Jeremiah Kun is down there by mistake. In your mind, let's just put it away. Jeremiah Kun can't tell them what to do. The likes of, these hardcore people there, Unity Party people, they believe that the presence of Jeremiah Kun was a mistake. That just blessing. He just the hard luck put him down there. So at the end of the day, these guys will do everything. Look, this government will not achieve anything. They will start fighting. In fact, the fight is already going on. They will start fighting among themselves. So they will be to focus on who's supposed to be who's supposed to be Godfather, who's supposed to be the one, that will be able to maybe replace Boyka or so. That fighting there will lead them. As I speak to you now, they are fighting. They are fighting. Look, for example, in Nimba County, what is happening between Jeremiah Kun and that of Koga. Jeremiah Kun believed that he, the one, since he vice president, he should be the one to call the shot. He should be the one to have the final say. Whatever he says should be it. People should look up to him as Godfather. And Koga is saying no. We understand. One, it is true that you are our half brother, but there are places that when we go, you can go there. You can go there. So you cannot dictate to me. You cannot tell me what to do. But you see, so there is a serious fight as I speak to you. Jeremiah Kun, look, the Unity Party, they will get plenty of battle to fight, brother. These people will not be focused on developing the Liberian people. They will be focused on how they can be able to get a job, free money. That is their focus right there. Because the noise is too much amongst them. The noise is too much in the Unity Party cycle. The noise is too much. That's one thing a vice president will want to reduce himself to how you call a kind of purchasing director or to an expeditor for the government. Why would he want to do that? Why do you think he would want to do that? Why do you think Jeremiah Kun has become almost like Prince Johnson, may his ashes rest in peace, but we can say this about him. He was very vocal when it came to Nimba County and the construction. Prince Johnson believed that the people of Nimba must get a fair share of whatever the construction, they are doing down there. Let them be able to ensure that when last he heard Jeremiah speaking for the people of Nimba. You didn't put Nimba stupid. You didn't put know their own. Nimba didn't know their own. They know their own. When we reach to the place that's supposed to be monkey with Vacola, everybody will go there.
But look, vice president I have ever seen is Jeremiah. Let's contextualize this argument. When Madam Drew Howard Taylor and the MPP collaborated with the Congress for Democratic Change, we begin to work together to ensure that we can give the Liberian people victory. Did Joel Howard Taylor resign from MPP and join CDC? No.
Nope.
No, she never did that. Politically, is wise enough to maintain political relevance with her institution. Today, Madam Joel Howard Taylor, we respect her. She's no longer vice president of our country, former vice president. What did she do? She retreated to her party. She gave her party face. She stayed carried the army as a standard of our institution. Man,
he resigned.
As soon as the government, the United Party won the government, he resigned from his party. His party that told
the MDR.
As a vice president of Joseph Boakai, he resigned from his party and joined the United Party.
Yeah.
What stupidity is that?
A lot of people was still
alive. These are the stress that no smart politician will ever do what you did. What is your base? When you go on the political table to have conversation, what base do you have? What party do you have?
You don't have no base.
What is the conversation can you bring on the table in terms of your political relevance in conversation? I'm absolute stupidity.
No state.
No state. So it is because of historical circumstances.
Eddie, you know what the trouble? You know what the trouble coming? Let me say something. What trouble coming between Jeremiah and Kuka? You know, one time we flag here on the social media. We just put the word out there. We said to take Nima Kante, we made Samuel Kuka for presidential candidate of CDC. When that gossip went on in Morocco, we just fly out there. We say, see, we're not voting Nima Kante. We'll carry Samuel Kuka as vice presidential candidate because CDC already have a presidential candidate. No debate on a particular one, George. We are so one Nima Kante with the message we spread today brought a beef between he and Samuel Kuka. Nothing else, though, because he don't want Samuel Kuka to be a vice presidential candidate. To George, we have to take Nima Kante.
Honestly, right? I'm not a fan of Samuel Kuga. I don't believe in politics. I don't respect actions of the masses of people. But you know what? There's a great deal of respect that I have for him. Even though I know he was part of them, he was part of those who joined the criminal syndicates. He was part of those who joined the criminal syndicate to violate the Constitution and remove a and believe for him.
You're right. You're right.
But the point here is, he's a smart guy. He might not be the educated one in the Nima politics, but he's smart. He can think. The political legacy of Mr. Johnson, when Jeremiah Coon busted that and he attempted to destroy the political legacy of Mr. Johnson, Senator Johnson, there were men like Samuel Koga.
Keep me alone.
The fabric of Mr. Johnson's party. In the show now, we know that party, Musa Berete have infiltrated, and Musa Berete making significant progress in the party. It's just a number, it's just a time. But Samuel Koga, he was being very, calculated in his operation. Unlike Jeremiah, there no base.
Yeah, he don't have no base.
He nobody politician ever seen. If the United Party was to go on conversation with you, what would be your consequence? What is your base?
You don't have no stake.
What is your target?
You don't have no
what is your people? You have no stake in the politics. And that's why I salute Joao Taylor. She went back to a party. If the party have a problem, they will settle it internally. Settle a mutual criticism and fundamental in politics. But you must have a political base.
Yeah.
But Jeremiah, he resigned after he benefited from the spouses and benefited from Mr. Johnson, Senator Johnson and the party. The people of Nima are cursing. That's why whenever he speaks in the public, he always flip-flop. He claims that he's from Sando, he claims he's from Rover, he claims he's from Nima. Where you from? Identity crisis. That's swear. Your father from Sando, you was born in Sando. Your father from Sando, they claim to be a Nimarian.
Eddie.
Identity crisis.
Eddie, if you look at reality, the guy is anxious for power also. So the president, they may become president. So he believe, let me tell you, he believe he can become president in case of anything. Because the president is old. Anything can happen. He's old. So he wants to become president.
That's not gossip.
But they don't want the Shokofa. They don't want the Shokofa in the legislature.
What you just said is not gossip, it's reality. He said that he uttered that from his mouth. He was on an interview on OKFM. At the time he was supporting CDC. At the time he said Joseph Bonaga is in his
yes.
He was shaking himself.
Yes.
So the only reason I convinced him at any time. So he accepted as vice president because in his mind, Boga can die anytime. So what you just said, the basis on which he became vice president in the first place, that is his
notion. They had that notion pre Johnson, other than all the Omega battery. Remember that famous story, get battery, you get the pacemaker, anything can happen at any time. So he was eliminating for you there. Now how overnight they went to the MGR went to the president in opposition. In the trigger of the Al-Hai became a vice presidential candidate to the Unity Party. It shocked everybody. Everybody was looking at Kumis and everybody was looking at Nyombi Kanga. So it shocked everybody. Today, now 2 years in the judge in Baka presidency, he more healthy than before. No software say what? Believe me. But I tell listen to me, brother Randall. By 2027, now many people were in the United Party will resign. You know why the guys are not resigning or they not leaving the government? Because when they've taken salary in 2 years, you don't get enough salary. Let 4 years come. When they get enough salary now, you satisfied now for the balance. You don't care for the balance 2 years. You can sustain yourself for the next 2 years. For now, they cannot resign. You think all the rule of law have been trampled upon, all these things that they break down? They don't want to resign because why they're taking paycheck right now. So they don't want to compromise and accept that financial capability can be stable. When it's stable, that capability in 4 years' time, forget it. You will see people feeling the United Party. In 2027 to 2028, there will be a political ranking within the United Party. You think government not preparing ourselves to become who is a lame dog? Seriously. But you don't even have the numbers. You don't even win in my candidate. What I told people, I want for George Weah to play like clip, but George Weah keeping the audio. Why Prince Johnson wanted to meet George Weah before he dead? Saturday you should meet George Weah. George Weah have that audio, but I don't know why you don't want to release it to the Liberian people. It's a damaging audio. Prince Johnson confesses to the president. You want to meet the president, Jimmy immediate result is spread to the president keep that audio. Nima Kante, that vote in Nima Kante was stolen. Coca know they stole that vote. Coca know. And the other guy know. They both follow Senator where in the so-called data room, Amara Kone. All of them lie. They stole Liberian ambassador, American ambassador Liberia. All of them had to steal that election. All of them they had to steal that election through the NEC. That election was stolen. Nothing. They never win a competition. Let me remind Liberia, who won the first round of the election? Who won the first round? They won it because it's the second round that had to do the damage. When they start counting the vote, the president got angry at how he considered. The president considered because of anger. He never considered because of imagine the counting vote. When he heard that the Riha community voted against him, he called Kalasco, he said, give me the telephone. He said, call back, let me consider the election. That see what the story, but see what the damage, see what the Unity Party cannot perform. Why they cannot perform? Why? 2 years into the presidency, nothing working for them. I told the Unity Party, I'm a whistleblower. From the whistleblower that have been blackboarded, can never make it in the West. I know it deeply. I swear to God. I used to be all around with the former president, Qatar, all the places which were even throwing on the board. They ever said the most corrupt government ever to live is a Unity Party rescue government right now. They cannot deliver that country. I challenge them. No money in the country, nothing coming in the country. How can government around? How can they turn it around? How can the Liberian people, they control the Liberian people? Now they wish something CDC. They still have. Now when I told the people, I told Eddie here, tomorrow Eddie, you security me, but tomorrow you must protect your president. It's an open space. The Unity Party, they capable of anything. You shouldn't take it for granted. In everything, the loyalists are surrounding that president. If they can maintain George Weah to 2029, you will win that country with a landslide upon God. They need to protect him. You shouldn't get no leash.
Bossman,
the Unity.
Your insight with respect to the plot of the Unity Party. He attempted to assassinate our president. I was stand up barrel. It's not of news. All of the diamond of the president, the security of the president is tight.
Okay.
If you not trust me on this, trust me on this other one. If not trust me on anything, trust me on this. The men that are in charge of the president, we are security, and not just ordinary. Schooled. They're schooled. Well trained when it comes to presidential security. They were trained to that. So the attempt or whatever plot of the Unity Party, Mr. Baga and his element, Gregory Coleman, they would never succeed. They would never. For example, the national scenario. What happened to the national scenario? They came on the life of the former president John Weah on the national. They went to orchestrate a plot to assassinate the president and his wife. So the utmost surprise, the president was not there. In their mind, that the president, former president John Weah was on our street. They did not know that the security have already got intelligence. They did not know that the security have already changed that security force side. They have the methodologies. They have all of the strategies in place, the posture. Men are planted within the orbit of Mr. Baga's security. Baga is vulnerable. There's nothing Mr. Baga doing we don't know. Every step on the way of Mr. Baga, we are aware. Those people giving up raw Mr. We Are Alive. At least to talk about the threat of Mr. We Are Alive. So I can simply say to you and the Liberian people, that the men that is in charge of the security of President We are well tight. The diamond, the circumference of the diamond, do not worry. Go to bear on. They can bring more than 50,000 of born naked. 50,000 of born naked. They can bring them. Not a micro inch will be around the security envelope of Mr. Weir. Not a micro inch will be around the security envelope of Mr. Weir. The diamond is tight. I can say this to you without fear and favor. Clearly say this to you with fear and favor. So there's no amount of trade and will not light.
So welcome back, Mr. President. My conclusion, I don't know. For me, I like evidence. I just put it in the chat. Click it. It's on live. It was 18 minutes ago. Mr. Walker is on his way to, I think, Congo County or somewhere there. Mr. Walker is still at his house, and there's traffic into the for the entire relationship of Chancellor, the Junko Justice days, the days of the militia. Held in this modern dispensation, that the president still, who is yet to take a shower in his house, you got traffic blocked into the imperial presidency we have. Let them see the table, Joseph Stalin and Benjamin Mussolini style of governance, dictatorship. How can you, as a leader, a democratic leader in this time in black, all the way into the depriving people of their free movement? I send the link, Mr. Prince. If you can see the link, I can screenshot and share it. I will screen record and share it. Jack, is disappointing. The video is disappointing. Mr. Walker in his house. The last time we saw this was going to the war. If Mr. Walker will still be mainstreaming nepotism, if Mr. Walker will still be, to a house and people free movement, freedom of movement is being infringed upon. See cars land or nobody passing on the rain. I see police there beating people, telling them to go. So very short. Let me send you the video. Let me send it. I just screen recorded this. You can play it right now. You can play it right now. I just screen because the link I sent, maybe it's the video. Can you imagine that, Jake? So I just sent it. You can just, it's long, but I try to make it short. It's in the channel. You can play that. Fellow Liberians, those of you watching, wait and see your president. Wait and see how Congo is leading. He's not concerned about your daily bread. He's not concerned about what you eat, the bread and butter issue. He's concerned about something. That's what Mr.
That been habitual. That been Mr. Burger habitual. Is habitual of the Unity Party, Mr. Burger. Whenever Mr. Burger will always hostage the traffic for more than 4 hours. Burger will be sleeping while the traffic is being hostage for 4 hours. Disrupt the economy of the state. And people crying, oh, no money the country has. How do we expect the Tesla drivers in Grand Nigeria in Lofa to get a goods and bring it in the city to sell and report this?
Okay, so let me play this video. This is the video. Let me play it here. But this is very, very bad. Let me Liberian. Let's play the video here for you.
This is it, right? You see traffic. You see traffic. Okay. You see this police officer. It's been for more than 25 minutes. You have traffic store. You see all there. These are passengers, right? Report it. Stop it. Okay, so this is it, right? Police officer. It's been
the president while he is stay at home. Stay at home.
Wow.
He even thinking about coming also going in shower. Wow. This is oh no man.
This
No, no.
Right?
the
You see
president,
traffic, you see traffic, okay. Please go down. You see this police officer? It's been for more than 25 minutes. You have traffic store. You see over there? These are passengers.
Have caught up with us, but let's
they're closing. They're going 2 hours plus time. Yeah, going 2 hours plus.
This was my conclusion. So let me just conclude on this. So you see here for yourself.
Yes.
It's not they say. Tell me for calling me, Mr. Eddie. Tell me Prince and Jake. In this same last war, even President Donald Trump, he doesn't behave like that. No way. Not even the dictator in Guinea, not the one in Liberia. Joe.
Wow.
It's disgraceful. It's embarrassing to see a president who is so blinded with his desire to exert power and authority, reminding of the dark days of jungle justice, the day of NPS, the day of Malaysia, when General K won, and in Liberia. So what is the difference between Mr. Walker and Chucky Taylor? What is the difference between Mr. Walker and autocratic leadership? What is the difference, fellow Liberians? This is the man you elected. The man who cares about a personal comfort. Who really want to keep Walker in that country? When Walker was on low in that country, nobody cared him. And now people want to kill him. Who is chasing Mr. Walker that he's buying $1.2 million Lexus? He buying bulletproof, let him to stay while he's still taking shower. We have president and people all the way into the they cannot move. And you see police beating people. Which type of Liberia do we have? This is not politics. This is reality that is for Liberians. On what basis should Walker treat Liberians like this? The question is yours to answer. Thank you very much.
Let's go to Charlie. Let's hear from you, Eddie.
Thank you, Prince. Basically, I'm just breaking through because I just came from campus with a final presentation for the semester. Getting ready to go back home, Liberia, and show that we can support our colleagues in confronting the regime. But the point here is that the most vulnerable president on earth is Mr. Because from the security perspective, where we read and the way we see things and the gadgets we use, to the lenses we use to analyze the national security of our state, Mr. Boga is the most vulnerable president. I don't see why he bought $1.some million bulletproof vehicle. I'm not interested in taking the life of Mr. Boga. Even the place Mr. Boga lives, the home Mr. Boga lives, is the most vulnerable home. It's the most vulnerable home. Mr. Boga is nothing. Why would Mr. Boga be stopping the traffic, violating fundamental human rights, violating the freedom of movement of people, because he's still laying under the home? A man who feels and who believes that he came to rescue people. How will you come to rescue people? And you lie down at your house for over 4 to 5 hours and the traffic being hostage. It's a shame and disgrace on the president. No president in the world does that. Even President Donald Trump, the president of the free world of America, the place where some of us have been privileged to come to school. I've been opportune to go out of the U.S. State Department and have interaction with state leaders. We have interacted with leaders that is closer to the orbit of Mr. Trump. We have seen Mr. Donald Trump convoy travel in this country. Not a day Mr. Donald Trump has violated the fundamental right of citizens on freedom of movement. Only this imperial presidency we have in Liberia. The president of emptiness. It is the only president that we have in Liberia that can do that. A man who is not a threat to even a little boy. The most vulnerable president on earth that if somebody interested in brother, he's nobody, he's not even existing. That Greggy Como will protect you. The time Greggy Como will take to be on TikTok, the president gone a long time. The time Greggy Como will take to be for the Boston area, Mr. Boga will not be in existence. That who Mr. Boga depending on? The EPS director, that political EPS director, that president, the guy private. Boga is vulnerable, he's nothing. They keep to pay back to the Liberian people. Their action is to pay back to the Liberian people.
Thank you.
So they will feed it. They keep on the canopy, the wings and conferences of rescuing the people. Are they rescuing the people? Look at the number of people goods that are being destroyed in that traffic. Look at the amount of people who have lost economic benefit. How many of the traffic, the taxi driver have benefited in that space of the time? When Mr. Bola hostage the traffic, people, some of them, they only get one passenger. They're the first round in the traffic. Just to get money to go and feed their family. Mr. Bola destroyed that whole day. That kind of government there. Fellow Brents, it is time for you to realize that the Unity Party is no good to you. When President we are traveling on the highway, motorcyclists, motorbike riders, they can be driving the BM President. I've driven President we have many times in Congo, presidential in Nima, Bon Country, River Says. I have opportunity to bring. Let me just conclude on this. I have had opportunity to have driven with the President Moroke, George Weah, many times. I've driven with Mr. Weah. Motorbike rider, keke rider, have driven beyond the presidential convoy. That's why you call Google. The empty president who got in the country here, like he didn't want making the country to be like that. So I'd like to conclude on this note. Fellow friend, tomorrow is the D-Day. Make yourself available, converge. It shows that our party headquarters ground can be broken. That the gargantuan attendance of our people at Sando, that gave them a loud voice that yes, the Unity Party have come to an end. Let the decision be made and let it begin to go in the trenches, in the ghettos, in our hamlets. When I time, please, I'll be leaving time. School closed now. I conclude my last presentation.
Congratulations.
Maybe will be on our occasion to make one or two remarks. Anytime you see me in the jungle. And I'm going to West CDC, no. You will see me in the jungle, in the trenches, engaging the people to ensure that we can give them enlightenment. Even though I know the people have been mobilized. So I'd like to say thank you to our brother. Thanks to everybody.
Sure.
Continue the debate.
Thank you. My brother,
Thank you.
let's get your conclusion as we...
Yeah, let me conclude quick. Please, there's something that people put on the road. Nobody discuss it. You remember the president went to Togo?
Yeah.
Why nobody discussing it? We'll come back here maybe anytime next week. We'll discuss it. Why the trip? Why that particular trip was made? Why they benefited from that particular Togo trip? So to the followers here, the only thing we'll tell you people have to share this video because we support somebody, the president that ruled this country for 6 good years. So that's it. Because we know his work. Everybody know what he did in the country. You preach propaganda, you laugh. They just spread that gibberish. So Prince, salute to you. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for doing this for the Liberian people. You have to share the video.
Thank you so
Salute
much,
to you.
brother. Thank you so much. Fellow Liberians, on this note, we want to say thanks to all. Today, we also want to remember again the birth anniversary of our own, leader, our own brother, the Honorable Moses Akaras Gray, who is celebrating his native day. Also, Talata Sharif is also celebrating his natal day. We want to say happy birthday to you, Honorable Moses Zakaras Gray. Enjoy your day. Until we meet again, my people, have yourself a God bless day.
We will not allow small children to help market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to upgrade themselves. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's what we do. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be